Okay. Welcome everyone to the finals of the something tournament. I'm not sure on the official nameage of it.
I like that name though. Something tournament. That'll be good for us here.
Yeah. Uh, Gonna get into picking bands soon on Pro Draft because people on these teams don't own champions, it would seem.
It looks like we're getting right into it. Team 7 versus White Lotus in the finals here. For those of you who don't know us, I am I am Zayfrey. This is my first game casting in Nightfall. And this is Gofarino joining me here. Going right into it, we're gonna have Warwick band from Team 7 against WL Kairos and Graves band against WO3.
Already seeing a lot. Well, a lot of junglers being taken off the table for both sides here. Not wanting either team to really get a power pick.
Then there is the Vladimir band. I'm assuming against Freshburger. Looking at op.gg's, that is who it is against.
Yeah. Could also technically be in that mid lane, assuming Skylancer plays it, but going off of the GG data, probably gonna be Fresh Burger, like you said.
See who White Lotus size band here will be the Jace.
Interesting.
That
Okay.
will be against. Pull up their op.gg's here.
Yeah, that's definitely against either X-ray goggles or Sniper Chicken, because that's where you're gonna see Jace,
most likely
unless we
Sniper
see
Chicken.
Jace ADC, like that one time at Worlds in Season 5, I believe. Gonna be the Jhin taken out. Jhin is actually a huge power pick right now. Arguably one of the strongest, if not the strongest ADCs.
Yep. Will be our last ban coming out here for White Lotus to see who they decide to ban against Team 7.
Yeah. Time's ticking down, so they're taking their time discussing what they want to ban. Gotta be the Kaisa already. Taking another marksman off the table. Kaisa has fallen a little in priority after the Ginsu's nerfs a while back, but she has been going for a new build with, I believe, Stormrazors into Ginsu's.
I believe that you're right in that. And it is an insta-lock Aatrox, so a really strong power pick. Really good lane bully there in the top lane.
Yeah, Aatrox just been really good after his rework once people figured him out and he got like some minor buffs, although some of the hotfix buffs were they were unneeded in retrospect, but people didn't know at the time because he came out with like 38% win rate or something. People are just complaining. Gotta see the insta-lock Zyra combat lane though.
Yeah, I like that. Despite where they stand individually in a game, in a 5v5 situation, they are going to be a strong bot lane.
Not to mention just the power in lane, as you mentioned. Lets them go for a cheese level 1. If they're able to just pop out of the bush, get a Recon knock up into Xayah just wailing away with the W. But we're going to see Jinx and Gragas locked in. Jinx has she's apparently jumped up a lot after her small health buff and the changes to Stormrazor.
Yeah, all the Zeal items and Stormrazors were lowered in cost. So standard AD carries are coming back into the meta. Yeah. So it will be top jungle and ADC picked for Team 7. And then the bot lane with jungle picked is for White Lotus.
And
what I expect to see here is a lot of top lane bans towards White Lotus here. And then most likely some support bans towards Team 7.
Yeah, and going off that Jinx a little, Jinx has always been traditionally an ADC that really comes on at the 3 or 4 item point. She really needs items. She can't really function without them. And just lowering the cost of said items has helped her immensely, not to mention bot lane meta has shaped up a little in her favor, I would say. Not immensely.
What I want to see here is something that's going to be able to protect Jinx a lot. Possibly something like a Lulu or a Janna.
Yeah, definitely going to need some sort of all-in protection in that lane against the Xayah Recon, since Jinx does not have any mobility unless she gets excited. Gonna see the Talia and Cho'Gath bans to round out this draft. Cho'Gath, a little interesting. I'd assume Aatrox does well into the Cho'Gath, but I assume that Silence from Cho'Gath is also
They're probably
really
trying to
disruptive.
bait him into playing something like the Ornn, looking at his OP.GG, something
Gotta
that
move that Mundo.
doesn't scale as well from behind.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Talia ban to me is pretty interesting because I don't think
We're gonna see a Poppy. So it's either Poppy or Gragas support.
most likely Gragas here. Wait,
Possibly. I think it's most likely Gragas jungle, Poppy support, because Gragas jungle is a huge pick right now.
I think it's going to be Aatrox jungle, Poppy top, Gragas support.
Or no, I think the
Aatrox
Poppy might
jungle
actually be a counter pick due to her W, because you can stuff the Recon engage. Just press W when he Ws.
Yeah. And I did just get some information that's actually Poppy support, and they've run it almost every game.
Oh, okay. Stream is really quiet, by the way.
Client here very soon, running through just right away and get into our game.
Yeah. Got 21 viewers. That's pretty good. And here comes champs like gonna be hopping in. Hopefully,
looking right away,
to that.
I see a lot of team fight from White Lotus. I like their picks overall. I think their best bet's going to be Sejuani ult the Akali, and then Rakan take in the ball. Now, if Poppy can get a good W off and block that Rakan W, that's going to do so much for them.
Yeah, block the
Rakan W, then you're going to block almost all the engage.
Yeah, if you can block the Rakan,
is if Rakan can flash forward and then W to get away from the Poppy, then it's just done. Or if he lands the charm on Poppy before getting to everyone else, then it's perfect. So there's lots of ways that White Lotus can play around the Poppy, despite it being a fairly decent counter pick into all of them.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they play around that, because the positioning of Flash Brandon is going to be really crucial in these fights for Team 7 to really prevent this engage. Granted, they do also have the Gragas explosive cast for some extra disengage, but having the Poppy W is going to really matter.
One thing that it will be really risky for White Lotus here as well is that if Jinx gets, like, Rakan can go in, and if he gets blocked by the Poppy, he's most likely going to instantly be popped by Jinx and the rest of their team. Jinx gets that one assist and gets excited, and I think the team fight is just completely over. So it's really going to matter. I think, honestly, this game is going to largely rely on the Rakan being able to dodge around.
Yeah. It could also be, because if you look at Team 7, they do have a decent pick / well, they have a decent skirmishing comp with that Aatrox and the Akali. So they could just be looking for small-scale fights in the side lanes or jungle, and then just pushing advantages off of that. Maybe just not looking for that all-out 5-on-5 team fight.
Yeah, that is very true as well.
Because the skirmishing on the side of White Lotus is kind of poor. It's not a bottom of the barrel, but most of the members aren't as good in 2v2s or 1v1s as the side of White Lotus.
Yeah. I think a lot of it's going to rely on Team 7's early game as well. If they can't get through the early game with the Gragas ganking for that Akali, helping get that Aatrox ahead, and then Jinx just needs to survive.
Mm-hmm.
If she survives, then they have a chance. But I think if that Akali, if the Aatrox fall behind, it's going to be very, very hard for them.
And interesting to note, Nixa is going for the barrier over heal this game. Barrier will technically block out more damage than heal if you time it right. And especially against a Ignite, it can help a lot. So, but it does also mean Flash Brandon won't have that heal in lane to save his butt, which can lead to some problems, although he is a Poppy, and Poppy is known for being tanky.
One thing that I think Jinx should have taken heal for is the extra little bit of mobility. That movement speed is going to be able to do a lot for her as far as being able to dodge around if she needs to and get that extra positioning. I'll also be very curious to see what runes they all win.
Yep. You have a 2-minute spectator delay right now. If anyone in the chat wants to ask questions, feel free to shoot away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking at this, I can see the runes right now for almost everyone. Gragas went Electrocute into Sorcery. Aatrox went Comet into Resolve. Macaulay went Electrocute into Resolve. Jinx went Fleet Footwork with Celerity Gathering Storm, so just standard 8-11 patch.
Yeah. Although I feel like
runes.
Absolute Focus might have also been an option. Because just having that little bit of extra AD, if you walk up as Jinx with Rocket, it can add up over laning phase, but the celerity to help you move and dodge projectiles, and when you get excited, does give you AD.
Yeah.
So it is also another option.
Poppy also went Airy, which I find a little interesting, into Resolve. I think as support, Aftershock probably could have done a bit more, especially against something like the Rakan, where you're not going to get off that much poke with Summon Airy against a Rakan lane. Not any meaningful poke. You don't have any shields unless you build a locket that you'll be buffing. Even then, it's a very minor shield.
Yeah.
I think that is. Wait. I'm an idiot right now. So I'm using a Blitz desktop app, and it's showing me the highest win rate. Runes, not their runes.
Oh.
Right now.
Okay, I was confused.
Yeah, please report me.
Yeah. I don't think stuff like Opta.gg tracks the custom game, so we'll have to wait until we get into the game.
Yeah.
Which is kind of unfortunate, because I wish they also showed like the secondary trees on the side.
Yeah, I wish there was a way to be able to see it, but oh well. Maybe someday. We are going to be getting into the champion select here in about 9 seconds. Make that 0 seconds. I was looking at Twitch. Report me, please, as I said earlier.
Oh, well, hopping into loading screen, we can see the runes.
I'll be right back.
Alrighty. It's gonna be a solo cast here for a GIF. Once the loading screen pops up, there we go. Alright, gonna be a lethal tempo for both the ADCs. Lethal tempo is definitely pretty good now in Xayah. Her Jinx, the lethal tempo is really good if you proc get excited. Granted, lethal tempo with minigun is also pretty good. But I also think it comes down to personal preference. Gonna see pretty standard runes though for everyone else. Got a Aftershock on both junglers. Probably gonna be a bit more of a tanky Gragas this game. We have seen some Gragases go for the oh god, what's it called? Runic Echo? Yeah, Runic Echoes. A little bit more burst early, but with this comp that Team 7 has, I don't really think WO3 needs that extra damage. Because X-Ray Goggles definitely has the magic damage side covered, and Nixay and Sniper Chicken can both pump up pretty good damage. They just probably want a bit more of a front line to absorb some stuff.
As you said earlier, Gragas may be going for that Runic Echoes, but personally, I think Cinderhulk will be better for him. Because if he can get just that little bit of extra health for him, they're going to need that. Because while Poppy is naturally a tank, she is support. She'll most likely be building Knight's Vow, Lock into the Iron Solari.
Unable to download spectator data. Interesting.
Yeah, that's
that happens when people crash, I'm pretty sure. Okay,
I'm going to spectate their game from a client.
Yeah, oh, wait, what's his face?
If you add me on League of Legends, you can spectate my spectate.
Yeah. What's your account on League? Is the same as... Yeah. Because I was looking around for, what's his face? Kiba. Because I thought he was still doing that whole thing. Next Frey. Oh. Oh, Zayfray.
Zayfray.
Yeah. I was doing Zax's Frey. Alright, there you go, buddy.
We just accepted it. I have to reconnect right now to it because it wouldn't let me accept it while in the client. But we are going to have a pause right off the bat. As you see in the stream, looks like our streamer got connected all fine, just the casters were being boosted.
Yeah, I don't know. Cast from stream though. It's gonna be a coin pop. That's interesting. Figured he'd go for the relic since he is a melee, and just having that extra bit of health plus the sustain is nice.
Mm-hmm.
But coin is also alright, I figure. Other than that, gonna see the Doran shield for X-ray goggles in the mid lane just to help them to stomach that extra bit of poke.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense, because just having that Doran shield sustain against all the free autos Skylancer will get in, the Ori Qs and the Aerie procs will add up.
Yeah. I don't know if we mentioned it already, but Poppy did go Ancient Coin over Relic Shield, which I think is interesting for sure.
There's the reconnection.
I think that Relic Shield will be much better for her. But we'll find out. Apparently, Flash Brandon plays Poppy support quite a bit, so he probably knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I see a little bit of RuneScape discussion in the chat right now.
There's nothing in the chat for me.
You can turn on alt chat in options to see it, although it's not 100%. So there'll be times where you have it on, but it doesn't show, but you'll still hear the little alt chat sound of like talk.
30 seconds until minions spawn. Get down with me.
Everyone fanning out.
Oh,
really standard fan.
In-game, I thought you meant Twitch chat. I was a little confused.
Oh no. Not how
It looks
much.
like it'll be a pretty standard 5-point defense coming out from both teams. One thing that I personally prefer is that the junglers go to the mid lane.
Yeah, that's the standard, just so they can flip between buffs if there's an invade. But oh well. Turns out won't matter too much since nothing really frisky happens level 1. People dancing at the blue buff here for the side of White Lotus.
Opposite sides of the jungle will be started for both junglers.
But we do see the bot lane of Team 7 just waiting in that tribush a little to fake that leash.
Yeah.
Although the fact that Sniper Chicken is in top lane might still give away this topside start.
Yeah, let's see if we see any pings. There were no invades for any sort of vision right now besides the one vision from Team 7. Good trade coming in from the mid lane for X-ray goggles. We'll take Skylancer down to about quarter HP.
That is a lot of damage for level 1, just getting the electrocute proc along with the Q and auto. And he's gonna hit
he lands
two
he goes in, gets the barrier out of Skylancer, flashes for blood.
Alright. I haven't seen new Akali too much, so seeing a level 2 first blood from her is something new. Because if you remember the old Akali, pre-6 she basically couldn't do anything.
W forward from the Rakan will get the grand entrance down. They're going to get a lot of damage down on Nixie. He goes solo, it drops the ignite, forced to burn a berry, but he's going to be able to flash away and get the Triumph proc to save him. Ethereal is going to be going pretty low. Gragas is here. He will Q forward, gets the flash out of Ethereal, and it will be a good trade with a kill over to Nixie at the cost of 3 summoners in the case of 2.
I feel like W03 there could have gone for the flash body slam pretty safely, since Ethereal was about half health, and alongside Flash Brandon, I think they would have had the damage. Granted, they still walk away from that trade on the top side of it, so they will be feeling good about that, and that brings them up to a 2-0 kill lead.
And it will be the movement speed forward. Does get the stun down onto Ethereal. Gets a lot of damage. Ethereal has no flash, but he will get the shield from the Rakan. Root does not find the way down there, so they will get out of that alive, but a lot of damage already on the side of Jinx. She was able to get that Get Excited proc and is going to be ahead already by 12 CS.
Yeah, that Triumph proc really coming in clutch there for Nixay. Keep him alive. Has enough gold for double longswords if he backs here and some extra. So he could just take the back here and just grab those up and come to lane with an advantage, especially since he's low on health. Or he can risk it and try staying for the BF. Looks like he's going to be backing though.
One thing a little risky here out of, not necessarily risky, but in the meantime, the flash body slam does come out. They know that Skylancer has no flash. He does land the E onto Skylancer. There's going to be a lot of damage using the Shroud to reset turret aggro. Does get the Q over, resets one more time, goes forward for the auto. But here's Kairos. He's going to be able to get this kill up onto the Kali, a shutdown gold towards Sejuani. In the meantime, we have a little bit of a trade coming here at the top lane, but it's a big wet noodle versus a pretty stiff noodle at this point.
Yeah, Mundo should do decent early on versus the Aatrox, I'd imagine. But once Aatrox starts getting the sustain up, then I don't think Mundo can deal with him too well. Yeah, I'm not 100% familiar with this matchup.
Well, Mundo is the sustain champion, but if we remember back a couple of patches, he did receive a nerf. His Q can no longer restore all the health that it costs.
Yeah,
I like
granted,
did right there, standing in front of the minions to deny Freshburger from getting that last couple of CS.
Yeah.
So now he's going to freeze that a little bit better. But we're going to get a W forward with the E into the wall. Q does come down, Root lands down on it, but Nixay's taking a lot of damage here. He's not watching his positioning. So Ethereal is going to be going forward. They know Jinx has no flash, but can he get the last auto? And Drademon's flashes forward. He's just inting right now. Gets the trade kill, but he's going to be going down. Flash Brandon is here. Q flash misses out of the Sejuani, and there is going to be it at the cost of flash on Poppy. I don't think that was worth it at all.
Sides there.
W is oh, the flash forward from Mundo does get the Q, but he's going to be going down.
I'm not sure if that was worth for oh god, Fresh Burger there. Actually, depends on the stay of the lane, really.
I think that is going to be worth for him
to
there in the end, because he delays Aatrox from getting 6 before he gets 6. Kairos is going to be here. Can he do anything? He leads forward with the Q. He's going to try to stack up his E stacks. X-Ray goggles goes out of vision. He has a lot of damage. He does get the stun down, but he's just constantly resetting. Ignite is down onto Kairos. He does get the grand entrance with the shield. X-Ray goggles almost dies here. Skylancer is able to take him down, but Skylancer is going to be going down. It is now a 2v1 in the mid lane with Gragas and Poppy chasing down this Rakan. The slow will land, but there will be no extra chase.
Just the amount of time X-Ray Goggles was able to stay alive there with the Shroud was insane. Constantly popping in and out to get more and more damage on Kairos, and what should have been a situation where he just immediately died.
One thing that's really interesting about X-Ray Goggles is vision. He can get like a little shadow, so you can kind of see him almost as if it's a red trinket at times, or like a Teemo and Bush where you can kind of see his outline every now and then, but not really anything else. In the meantime, we have a little bit of a trade coming down here. Freshburger moves forward aggressively, but Sniper Chicken, excuse me, not able to find any of his Q stacks. But as I was trying to say earlier, Akali's Shroud, the explosive cast is going to land. Skylancer doesn't have 6 He's going to be forced to flash, but a nice prediction at a W03 will get the body slam off. And it's another kill over to Skylancer. 1-4-1. This Orianna is not feeling good at all.
Yeah, not gonna lie, the hitbox on the end of that body slam did look a little funky. But
yeah,
I just got another kill for the side of Team 7.
Yeah, Rakan's going to be rooted here. His W is going to be blocked by Flash Brandon, and they are going to get the Zaya ult down. The dive will not be able to happen. They do burn Jinx's flash, which is good for them at the cost of no summoner spells. So overall, good gank, good fight.
Keep in mind, Kairos did also not have ulti yet there. Had he had ulti, I think that would have been a done deal. Unless Nixay flashed the ulti.
But it will be Gragas being smart, going up to the top lane, taking the red buff off of Kairos. As I was trying to say earlier, though, hopefully this action stops for just a second so I can say it. Akali's Shroud extends every time they exit. It's going to be a gank out of W03 to top lane. He does get the slowdown, which will enable the W to land out of the Aatrox. Good, clean gank right there to take down Freshburger.
Yep, the Aatrox W yoinking back in Freshburger there and sealing his fate. Sadly, Freshburger not having a flash to get out of that one.
One thing that was really nice there is Gragas actually landed the slow right at the last second so that Freshburger could not get out of there. The W was going to yank him back. So we may have a gank coming down here. Kairos does have 6.
Yeah.
Taking back bot.
Yeah, just kind of hanging around, waiting for an opportunity, but it looks like X-Ray Goggles not going to give him the opportunity. X-Ray Goggles also has 30 skiffs up on Skylancer just from all those kills.
One thing that's a little detrimental right now is White Lotus has almost no vision at all. They are going to give the blue buff over to the Akali here. This is a level 7 Gragas and a level 8 Akali versus a level 6 Sejuani. A nice explosive cast will take Sejuani back over the wall. Flash forward with the Q will find the kill onto Sejuani.
Oh, 5 and 2.
Skylancer is looking nice and tasty here. He does land the E. He goes forward. He ults. Perfect execution, but they don't have an ult from Gragas. Not able to find anything else. X-Ray Goblins does burn both his summoners in that extended trade. Oh, and the Jinx ult takes him down.
Ooh,
super mega death round. Nice ult there out of Stixay, able to take him out.
Yeah, Hail Mary there does end up working out. I was about to say, Skylancer barely surviving with 10% of his health after that trade.
It looks like this is going to be a 3-man top here. W will not be able to yank back the Mundo, but here is Akali. She has a lot of damage. Does land the E, goes forward. But the ultimate lands down onto Akali. But after the turret aggro has been reset, ultimate comes out of Aatrox. He's going to be trying to survive as best he can here. Super check, Kairos goes so low here. Freshburger trying to take as much as he can. The resurrection will come down, but now Gragas is taking. He will be going down to the last turret shot, but it is a double kill for the Akali. Grand entrance coming out of the Rakan here. He's going to get the double knockup with the double charm. Shut down onto Jinx for the Xayah. This is a good fight for them. But Poppy does have level 7. Will not ult to try to get away. Oh, she doesn't have the cooldown.
Yeah. So we saw there basically how White Lotus has to engage in the bot lane. It has to be a flash ulti from Daydreams. Or he pops out of a bush that's unworded and just runs into them.
Yeah.
Does look like that is going to get him this Inferno, though, which is a really nice pickup considering they are on the back foot in this game.
This could be a little risky, though. Everyone from Team 7 is up now. Freshburger does not have teleport if he wants to engage. Come in here. There's going to be everyone here. Can Gragas get this might? He does not. Super Mega Death Rocket and Poppy ult used to get him. But nice explosive cast will bring back the Xayah. She does not have her ult, so it will be Akali going unstoppable here. She looks like she ults forward, goes with the Shroud, and gets her E down onto a double kill for the Akali. She's going to be trying to chase the Sejuani, but decides better of it. Skylancer are now in a bad position under this turret. Will they go for the dive?
Yeah. I think Ethereal did have ulti there, so if he ulted and then flashed...
Nice stun down onto Poppy. Is going to be the Ignite coming out from her. W03 here. He does get the body slam over there. W03 has slain Skylancer. This Orianna is not feeling good. That will be a bot lane turret going down, quite possibly a mid lane as well, as they are just falling apart. Teleport comes out of the Aatrox to the top lane. He's going to be trying to take it down, and what is Freshburger doing? He has a Sunfire Cape.
And he pops the ulti way too late. I don't know. Maybe Dai could shred the tower, maybe he had connection issues.
I am not sure there. He had a Sunfire Cape, so he immediately started tanking. But here comes Akali. He does get the ult landed down. Akali is charmed. If they can get the shutdown gold onto her, it's going to be huge. But Akali passive is doing work here, healing her up. She already has that Hex Tag Gunblade, but a 2-man Orianna ultimate will take her down, but Jinx is now excited, and Skylancer is just going to get melted here by the Jinx autos, running her down. Akali lives with a sliver of health. 25 stacks on her Magi already.
That's an oof right there. Because had they got those 2 kills there, that would have been the huge shutdown, plus also an extra kill on potentially your carriers, would have just such a good way to get back in this game. Oof. They did at least kill WO3 at that blue buff. Things are gonna reset a little after that though. Teams just hopping back in. Skylancer is 3 levels behind X-Ray Goggles and Collie, which is not something you want to see on the side of White Lotus. Because he's just not going to be able to deal with her.
Akali's here, and she has a lot of damage. She's going to be waiting for just the right moment to go in. Mundo does not have his ultimate, and even in the Q pop, he's going to get an instant double kill right there. You're going to be looking for 3 as Freshburger tries to get a sneaky back. No, they'll let him go, and they're just going to be going for this Herald right here.
Yeah. And honestly, it's 14.5 minutes, and then there's a 10k gold lead. Like, to say things are looking grim for the side of White Lotus, a little bit of an understatement right now.
Yeah, 10k gold lead, 23 kills to 7. And just that, you know... Sometimes you can say, oh, they're a couple kills ahead while you're playing, but we're even in CS. They aren't even in CS. Gragas is 40 ahead of the Sejuani. Aatrox is 40 ahead of Mundo. Akali is 40 ahead of Orianna. Jinx, 10 ahead of Xayah. And it's just insane.
Yeah.
If White Lotus has any chance of coming back here, they do have a good scaling comp. They need to work on losing the minimum.
Yeah, like, if they can just pick up all these bounties sitting around on the side of
Brass Branding's going to be coming around for the ult goes down onto Poppy, not who you ult. A 2-person ultimate will land for Skylancer, but it's a really good Gragas cast there that is going to be able to get them back. Jinx is excited, and X-Ray Goggles goes forward. He is legendary. The Jinx pop will take him down. The Ethereal is so low. Flash forward from the Jinx is going to be able to take him down. They immediately pop the Rift Herald. This is at least going to be an inhibitor for the side of Team 7 as they get an ace.
Yeah, just a clean 5-0 there. A White Lotus did engage that, but when you're this far behind, it is, you do kind of need a bit more luck, unfortunately, and it does look like the inhibitor tower is going to fall alongside that inhibitor. Death timers are a little too low to push for next.
But Team 7 will play it safe. But that is an inhibitor at 16 minutes. If this is your average solo queue game, you'd be saying FF at 15, blaming your team that doesn't. Not only did they get that, but look at the side lanes. They are absolutely 100% in this control of this game. They don't have any pressure at all. X-Ray Goggles is immediately going to be able to dive to Xayah and virtually one-shot her. Resets with the Shroud. Going to be able to reset again. That's the power of new Akali. Going to reset one more time. But the Orianna shield is on. That's enough to back this Akali out.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the minion stats right now, because with just the sheer amount of
3v1, can Akali do it? The Q will miss, and she flashes forward to get the kill. That's going to be a double kill, 1v3. This Akali is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, that was what, a 1v3 pickup there?
Yeah,
this is
really 1 versus 4 if you think about it, because she killed the Xayah before that. It's going to be another Drake come up here in 10 seconds, and there's no way White Lotus is getting this. But it's going to be another fight in the bot lane. Nixay almost getting caught out here, but a nice Poppy ultimate will take him down. WO3 is able to pick up the kill onto the con. Ethereal completely zoned off the turret here. It is now 6 turrets to 0 with a 16,000 gold lead at 18 minutes in the game. And to put this in perspective, Orianna has 4,000 gold to her name. without looking, I want you to take a look at how much Akali has.
Oh, lordy.
Take a guess.
Oh, I already look so spoiled.
Yeah. 10,000 gold on the side of Akali. 6,000 of the 14,000 gold lead is in Akali's hands alone. It is a 3,000 gold lead for Jinx over Xayah. Now, if you want an 80 carry to have a gold lead over the enemy 80 carry, it's Jinx. Arguably one of the hardest hyper carries in the game.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other harder hyper carriers. Like,
The
there's
only one, in my
maybe
opinion, that
Tristana.
might be able to compare would be Kog'Maw. There will be a W forward that misses out of the Rakan. A nice root down onto 2 from the Jinx. And it will be Ethereal taken super low. X-Ray Goggles goes for it, but the Sejuani ultimate will miss. X-Ray Goggles will be taken down by Rakan. This could be a good fight for them. They get the stun down onto Gragas, but he has popped his Gargoyle Stone Plate. He is super tanky. Shut down for the Orion. This is going to be a 3-person pickup for the side of Sejuani. She flashes forward, and that is 2 kills, 4 kills over the top.
Yeah,
4 for
that...
1. This is exactly what White Lotus needed to get if they had a hope.
Yeah, they finally claimed all those shutdowns, and if you're just looking through those shutdowns, you're like, damn. They got 1,100 gold off of X-Ray Goggles, 450 off of WO3, and 800 off of Nixay. Granted, the Kali bounty actually went to Daydreams, which is really unfortunate.
Here's the sad thing, though. Look at the gold lead still.
Yeah.
They are still...
Like, that was...
14,000, sorry, gold ahead.
Yeah, like, I think that was a 3k gold swing in the favor of White Lotus, but...
But the fact of 3k gold swing was reducing a gold lead to 13,000 at 20 minutes. This isn't a 40-minute game where the gold lead doesn't matter. This gold lead very much still matters.
Mm-hmm. And that fight did work out for the side of White Lotus, at least, because it was a 5v4 and they did have the tower at least helping them. Plus, also, they managed to burst out extra goals at the beginning, before he's able to kill more than one person.
Exactly. Now, what I want to see right here is Team 7 go ahead and just go onto the Baron, which looks like they are. They're going to go directly onto the Baron because they know White Lotus can't contest. But White Lotus, when this far behind, can't not contest. X-Ray guy was going to come in here, one-shot the tank most likely. A nice blast cone will zone them away. Sniper chicken in there. They know what the health is at. But I don't think Sejuani has a hope of getting here. This is going to be a big fight on Arctic Assault. Oh my god, Akali absolutely one-shots. Poppy ultimate will take the Mundo and the Rakan away. So it's a double kill for the Xayah. X-Ray Goggle was taken very low here. Super Mega Death Rocket finds a little bit of damage. Explosive Cast will knock the Xayah away. She does get the shutdown, though, onto the Akali. But now is Mundo versus everyone. Can he do the legendary fight? But it will be a triple kill for the Jinx, and that will be a game, most likely. Poppy gonna go forward, bring the super minions, not the super minions, excuse me.
Sniper Chicken does have
with
TP.
Baron buff.
Yeah,
Like
gonna be
ending here, just going for 2.
Yeah.
Sejuani doing her best, but this is 1 versus 3. There's not much she can do here. But a nice stun onto Orianna will lock her up for just a few seconds. This Jinx does some damage.
Yeah, keep in mind, Flash Brandon is the same level as Skylancer and Ethereal.
Yeah, this is just sad.
Which is weird. Just feels so weird as a support. Because the level advantages across the board right now are pretty big. Plus, those with all the towers, I'm actually curious what the minion damage and the damage reduction is. Like, it might actually be 20% bonus damage to minions? I don't know. Either way, just with that insane lead, all waves will basically auto-push.
Yeah, this is an absolutely disgusting gold lead right now. They're at 17,000 gold ahead. Team 7 should just be able to march down top lane, at least get this triple inhibitor. If White Lotus has any chance, they have to engage on them. But if they engage on it, they have an extremely fed Akali on their hands. is going to pop both of their carries. And then Rakan's going to get a pentakill.
Yeah.
It's the call. It's a prediction.
Yeah, that was like my biggest dislike about the bounty change back to the old system. Because now,
We
if
will
the
be engaged here. Arctic Assault onto Gragas, but X-Ray God sitting in behind, and she will just instantly pop the Orion. Goes forward and gets the double kill right now. They're going to be looking for more. Is that going to be the Nixay on a rampage? They will not be a Pinta today. Sniper Chicken gets one more. He's going to E forward. Does not get the chains onto the Rakan. This will be game 1 going over to the side of Team 7. GG's coming out in the chat. Nixay
gonna ruin his KDA a little, but it's gonna be a pretty convincing game 1 out of the side of Team 7.
Very much so.
Oh,
very
God.
good game. I'm excited to see what changes White Lotus makes here in the second round to see if they can try to turn this series around. If they play like they played this series, it's going to be an easy 2-0 for the side of Team 7.
Yeah. I had a really weird audio error at the end of that. Everything just randomly played again. It's the weirdest sounding thing. How's the game invite, though? Game lobby's full. There we go. Button down here.
Still waiting for the invite.
Oh wait, I can invite you since we have each other added.
There it is. So right here, I'm expecting an Akali ban.
Yeah.
Just right off the bat.
Oh God. Do you want to take a
Team
quick
7
intermission?
dominated game 1. Avarachi. So I'm expecting an Akali ban just because X-Ray Goggles Akali was disgusting. In every term of the word.
Do you want to go on a quick intermission for like water and all that jazz, or?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I didn't know how Nightfall did their stuff, so we will be right back before.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I usually take a break between games to get water. It depends on the casters, really, if they want to.
I didn't know if people were.
Alright, yeah, I'll be back in a second grabbing water.
Skylancer put in the chat that not everyone in the other tournament can see. He was like, hey, Zayfrey, say nothing about those games. Oof. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Is our
Yeah, I
streamer
told him
ready?
already.
Okay, we are in to Champion Select.
Oh, hey, we're starting
Back
off
here,
already.
and will be a Kali and Graves band right off the bat with Jace and Vladimir and Warwick, and Aatrox band by Team 7. Let's see who White Lotus decides to first pick here.
Yeah, really rapid fire pick band coming out so far.
Very, they knew exactly what they wanted. Will be the Braum picked up on a side for White Lotus, so I'll be curious to see if Team 7 decides to pick up a Lucian here, because you all know Lucian Braum can be one of the strongest bot lanes in the game.
Yeah, Lucian has fallen down a little due to the nerfs to ER. Granted, he's still good, but I feel like he's weaker now. Gonna see the Jin locked in though. That was
I like
big
that
last
pick
game.
because I think Jin has a good chance to dumpster on Lucian with all the early damage that he has. It will be the Morgana followed up. This can be a pretty nasty combo with the Q laning from Morgana and then Jin able to pump out an auto or two, an auto and a Q maybe, and then the W on top of that, and then another auto. That can be a lot of damage coming down.
Yeah, gonna be
It
the
will be
Jin
the Lucian
Morgana lane.
Sejuani. Well,
Yeah, gonna be the Jin Morgana lane, which can be absolutely brutal with its poke and just CC chain all in. Because you're able to just fish. Yeah, you're able to fish for setups at range with the Jin W and the Morgana bind, which is really dumb to lane against sometimes if you're a low range ADC like Lucian. Thankfully, he does have the E to dash around.
yeah, and it will be the Gragas again for what was their jungler for W03 and the Sejuani again for Kairos. I know Sejuani is a big jungler for Kairos here, and it didn't look too good in my opinion last game. So I'll be curious to see what goes on.
Yep. Gone again to second ban phase already. Cho'Gath banned once again. And then there's the Gangplank ban. It was interesting. Because Gangplank, he's good, but I feel like in a much more competitive setting.
Yeah, he's really good into a lot of tanks and people that just want to farm up and become tanky because that allows him to farm up and become a monster. It will be the Aurelia band for White Lotus as well. So I'm guessing a mid laner picked up here, possibly not, so they can just give it as well. But I think they're going to pick up a mid laner because from what I saw last game, I think that X-Ray Goggles can... Oh, they did sub in Disgrace, actually. Looking on it. White Lotus Disgrace will be playing and not Skylancer. So that will be a Kennen top lane. So I'm kind of curious because I've played against White Lotus before. Disgrace is very good. Skylancer is their sub. I think Disgrace will be able to hold up a little bit better to X-Ray Goggles. So I'm actually really excited for this game.
Oh, there's Disgrace. He's on the left side. I was looking on the right side. Yeah, gotta be the Kennen. That can technically be flexed mid. But that's really stressing the word technically.
Yeah, Kennen is a champion that wants to farm up a lot. And I'm guessing I would like to see AP Kennen. I think AP Kennen would be the best, especially into something like a Jax. Will be the Zoe picked up, everyone's favorite champion to play against. The White Lotus as well. So will be the mid lane pick coming out here. Just the insta-lock Yasuo. Pretty interesting. You do have a lot of setup with the Gragas for the Yasuo ultis.
Yeah, I'm just worried about siege situations for them. They don't exactly have the best siege, although they're honestly just going to be looking for picks with this comp, I'd imagine.
They have a lot of disgusting.
Oh, Zoe is Orianna.
Zoe is Orianna?
Apparently, I think they misclicked.
Where do you see that?
As in chat.
Okay.
In League, yeah.
I think I like that a bit more than anything. But I guess they're all right with it. So we're going to be getting right into pick bands here. Just going to be running through everything.
Yeah, that's one of the
as fast as possible.
Yeah, that's one of the things I dislike about Pro Draft as a caster, because you already cast the picks and then you zoom through it again. It's like, oh. So yeah, just a little bit more downtime. It's gonna be annoying to deal with.
Never look back.
All the bands about to come through though.
I'm still a little curious as to why they would have ever banned Jace in the first place, but I don't know. I'm still curious because I don't think Jace is that good, especially in... I guess their top laner is Diamonds. Okay. But I think it's a little meh.
A Diamond Jace can just absolutely trash on plebs. Because I have a friend at a VT who's a former Diamond top laner, recently dropped because he doesn't play. But basically in norms, he'd play Jace and there'd be like some poor sap who's like gold top lane against him. And you just smash him. Like, oh god. Because Jace can be a really pub stompy champion if you play him correctly.
I mean, I think a lot of this is going to just come down to execution. Jax is going to be able to split push. If they can get him full split push mode, that'll be good to keep Kennen in the side lane. But if they can't get him into full split push mode and get this Jax ahead, it's going to be pretty hard. Because Jax doesn't offer a ton in team fights unless you're someday.
Yeah, you can make him work in team fights because if Kairos is able to stop the back line on the side of Team 7, then Freshburger can just hop in and DPS freely and have a stun of his own lined up once they come out of the glacial prison, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna start ticking down. If anyone in chat has questions, feel free to ask. We'll like to.
What is your prediction for this match?
Based off the results of last match, I would have to say Team 7's gonna win pretty hard. if it's anything like last match, but if we're forgetting what happened last match and just looking at the picks, I'm kind of liking the team comp of White Lotus more since it seems a little more balanced.
Yeah.
Because they can work the picks with Sejuani into the damage all the laners have, aside from Daydreams, which is one of the main things that Team 7 is going to be doing. Plus, also, White Lotus can leverage the split push with that Jax. And it might get to the point where Freshburger is just something Sniper Chicken is unable to deal with.
We'll just have to see what all happens. We are waiting for the spectator delay, so as we said, any questions all in chat that you have, make sure you go ahead and give that to us. Reminder here of who we are as casters as well, for those of you who have just been tuning in recently. My name is Zayfrey, and the person casting along beside me is Goforina.
Howdy, partners. Oh, lordy, yep. 2 more minutes till the spectator delay's done. Whew. Anything popping out to you, Zabe?
Oh god. That's a first. But nothing incredibly to me. I'll be curious if this Kinnan decides to go AD, actually. If he goes AD, I think he can do pretty damn well into Jax. Because he'll be able to put that Jax in the side lane, going to be able to pump out a lot of damage onto turrets, and up that siege that Team 7 is lacking a little bit. If he goes full AP, he's going to have a lot of team fight presence. But I think it's going to be pretty hard against this team comp.
Yeah, plus also AD Cannon was nerfed pretty hard a while ago. Because we all remember that, like, oh god, 6-month period, I think, where he's just an absolute terror as the AD Cannon full-on split push variant in solo queue. So they
AD Cannon did receive some buffs not too long ago. We just haven't seen it too much. I believe they gave him some attack speed on his E, I believe.
Yeah, they wanted to add a little bit more risk to his AD kit, but also they wanted to keep the light because they know AD Cannon was a real problem top lane.
Yeah, so most of the time when you see AD Cannon pro play, it will be as an answer to something like Gnar, who can outrange and just outpoke.
Yeah, it does make sense. Although AP Cannon is still an option because if you get the right ulti, you can just blow through entire teams. Granted, it will be a little hard to blow through this team with the Braum, Sejuani, and Jax, who will all be decently tanky. Not to mention Disgrace will have the shield to give to himself or lost his name there for a second. Pop up soon, Lucian.
You should know if it's AP or AD Kinnan right away as soon as we get into loading screen here.
Yeah. It's usually a big
deal. It will be AP Kinnan with the Aerie.
Alright.
Nothing too crazy as far as runes go. Guardian on the Braum, press the attack on Lucian. Will be for Jax.
Oh god, that's gonna give him a lot insane dueling power, although the true damage will be not as valuable since Sniper Chicken will be at most building a Zhonya's and maybe a Tab Eyes, but I
think Tab Eye would be pretty smart against the enemy team comp. Well,
potentially.
Wait, no, sorry, I was looking at the wrong end.
I honestly feel like a Sniper Chicken really needs Torque Shoes here because Cannon does have good bases. Plus, also, Magic Penetration is such a valuable stat on like any AP champion, but Cannon is definitely on the end of benefits more from it, just due to how much burst is in his kit.
It looks like they are going to be going through an invade here. They will be going through the mid lane. Yasuo will spot them out there. That's the power of that 5-point defense. Moving at Yasuo up, they don't get there in time.
Yep. Not as
But it
standard.
looks like
of
they
a thing.
might go for something cheeky here.
Potentially, looks like they just want to wait and try to see if anyone checks it. Which is all
One
right.
thing I really wish Kennen would have done there is moved up and gotten a ward on a blue as soon as they saw 5 people mid lane. If they would have done that, then I think it would have given them a huge advantage being able to track Kairos, know exactly where he is. If he's not on that blue, then it's obvious that he's on his bot side.
Mm-hmm. Granted, if Freshburger immediately shows top lane, it will make it obvious that Cairo started bot side, unless he wanted to do a leashless blue and lose a lot of health. Which, I mean, technically is an option, but he
It's
might
pretty
have
hard
to
to do a
forfeit Scuttle
leashless
for
blue
that.
without Hunter's Machete and Fleet Footwork on set 1.
Yeah.
But it looks like it will be same starts as last time for both junglers. Greg is starting top side. Excuse me. Greg is starting top side, and Sejuani starting bot side.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Sejuani will be moving straight to Scuttle Crab.
Yep, got a
Ward there to track the Sejuani.
Got
The
some
eyebrows.
good
Right
early.
there, they see her. They know exactly where she is.
Yeah, good early damage coming out from Team 7's bot lane onto Daydreams after that bind. Because the damage really stacks up with the area plus squish from.
Oh, but Yasuo goes
Flash
forward. His
Brandon.
Conqueror is on. Will he be able to do anything? He does dash forward. He's going to not land the tornado. If he would have landed that tornado, it would have been such a good trade for him. But he does E forward, gets the land. The WO3 is here in the bot lane, and Daydreams has no dash. He does sidestep the Jin W, but the slow is down, and they're going to at least be able to force a flash here as the kill comes out late. But he flashes late first blood over to Morgana with the Ignite.
Oh, yeah.
Counter-Strike does come forward. He lands the stun onto Chicken, but now we get anything else. It actually loses that trade very hard due to Kid just pumping a few auto attacks in him.
Yeah, that is the problem of the ranged versus melee matchup. And if you go on and have a successful trade, you need to have it by a much wider margin. Because when you back off from that trade, you are going to take free autos.
Yeah.
Which
Unfortunate
is
for Braum there in the bot lane, by the way, because if I'm right, he wanted to flash a lot earlier, but the body slam came out. The nice root will land down onto the Lucian, and Braum, the flash forward out of Nixie forces the heal out of Ethereal. Braum doesn't put up a shield because he doesn't have it yet. So they're going to get a lot of damage down here on this top turret. Freshburger is taken super low as well. This is just so risky for Ethereal to even stay here. The Morgana... Oh my god!
he almost died to Blackpool there.
Yeah, the
Which is kind of insane to say.
Actually saved it in a flash W from Flash Brandon, living up to his name.
Yeah,
Flash.
but they shouldn't get too greedy here for the prize. Because Nixie is out of mana and
Kairos does go forward, almost gets the Permafrost charges off onto Kennen, but not able to quite find it just yet. The tornado will land out of Yasuo.
I don't know why Ethereal is staying in lane. Because he honestly just needs to cut his line. Take the back right here so he can actually have health.
Yeah,
'Cause the
one
one-
W out of both champions, but an Ignite down onto Jim. Flash forward from Ethereal, but he's just going to be down. That's such an aggressive flash. The Gragas is here and just 2v2 kill. I'm not sure what Ethereal was doing there at all. He flashes forward without any health. He has no heal. Absolutely wastes it and basically ints. Even if they get one kill there, Flash Brandon cleans it up, and that's not worth it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that was Nixie was low health there, so I'm assuming Daydream was just like, alright, I'll go in, queue him up, use Ignite, and he should die, but there was a barrier in the way. Because if that had been healed, it might have worked out. I'm not entirely sure.
Counter-Strike will not land. X-Ray Goggles getting taken pretty low. The exhaust is down, but he does land the tornado. forces a flash out of White Lotus Disgrace, and the flash Q will get him. The Triumph will save him, but minions are aggroing. He will not die.
Yep, Triumph plus level up there coming in.
Oh, but a flash forward from Sejuani. Yasuo has 6. We're taking back top lane. Sniper Chicken taking super low here. Extra so their Conqueror is onto Yasuo, and he's going to have his tornado here very soon. But the W will take him down. Gragas is there. Action in top lane temporarily slowed down.
Yeah, crucially in that death though, Disgrace
but the actually landed onto Braum. They're going to be going forward. Unbreakable, forced to pop. Oh, but the Cannon ultimate will just take him down. Does not respect the damage at all. They're going to be having a fight here in the bot lane, but pretty soon minions are going to be going on to White Lotus's bot lane here. The root does land down onto the Lucian. Autos will be taken, but the root will miss, and that will temporarily stop the action.
Yeah, Super Chicken must have leveled up there, and that's what I'm thinking. It might have just been a case of Fresh Burger jumps in with the Leaf Strike and then uses the Counter Strike, but Sniper Chicken might have hit 6 in that wave.
Yeah.
Or it could have just been a really cocky play. I'm not entirely sure.
I think he hit 6 in that play. Yasuo does have 6 here. Orianna does not. If the tornado landed, that would have been a lot of damage. He would have been very silly to take the tornado.
And does Yasuo already proven to be a problem for Disgrace to deal with?
Very much so, forcing Orianna to immediately go into a Seeker's Arm Guard.
Yeah, thankfully this game is going a bit better for Disgrace.
Oh, but nice Q ulti will land, and it will be Disgrace popping the Shockwave, the last Q not in range. Yeah, this game is going much better than the last game. Again, we do have to remind you guys that Skylancer was the one that played last game and not Disgrace.
Actually, Goggles.
Oh, but a nice ultimate will land from Sejuani here, but Yasuo's going to go for it, and the Wind Wall will buy him enough time from the Orianna auto.
That was... Disgrace was just getting too greedy there. Because that was a kill 100%, I'm pretty sure. That was a Yasuo under tower without flash.
Kennen almost has ulti here. He might actually have it.
It depends if he can get the stun or not. I'm gonna see the bind land onto...
Ignite's ticking down, but I don't think it'll be quite enough to take down Lucian, but it's very, very close.
Yeah, the refillable pot just keeping him barely alive.
Here, but this will be very greedy if Ethereal decides to stay. Nixay is out of mana, and the Braum passive will not be able to take him down because of that. The Winter's Bite will go through. Shutdown gold for Sejuani. Excuse my stuttering.
Yeah,
Gragas is here, and Kairos is out of mana. Are they going to be able to do anything? Nixay is pretty low as well. They might be able to 2v3 this, but Sejuani and Braum are a pretty disgusting combo. They go forward, but decide not to quite commit to it just yet.
Yeah, that was a really good pickup in the bot lane for the side of White Lotus. It is going to help fit at that pressure that was building up bot lane. And narrow the gold lead slightly. Granted, it's still a 700-ish gold lead for Nixay's Jhin, just thanks to the kill into his.
Rax is here again. He does have flash, and Yasuo is here. But Yasuo will take it. He does land it. The Braum ultimate will land just at the end. The Winter's Bite passive will take him down. So at least a decent trade there, because they got the trade onto the Yasuo as well as the ulti.
Really good. Yep, really good play there by Wet Dreams. Unfortunately, Ethereal not going to assist off that play, which, granted, you'll still take that 1-for-1.
Hidden ulti will come out here, forces Jax to flash. A nice root will land down onto Braum as well, but Flash Brandon not quite confident to take his yet. Kennen did flash in that top lane play right there as well. As you see, he went super low, tried to dive the Jax, not quite able to get it though.
Yeah. Pretty razor thin margin there in playing that trade. Both top laners dropping extraordinarily low. Thankfully, Freshbird gonna get a break to reclaim a bit of CS and try and even up that gap a bit. That corrupting potion giving him a good amount of sustain to help him stay in here.
Yeah, enough to at least shove in the wave to hopefully make Kennen lose a little bit, but Kennen is gonna be able to make it back in time.
And Nixay gonna get the early early boots. Swifties, that's what they're called. Yeah.
Braum does land onto it, and the flash body slam will allow the ultimate from Yasuo to come out the last breath that will take him out. They might try to push for this Drake not this Drake, sorry, this turret right now and get that going. They have Orianna doesn't have too much pressure mid. She just now shoved the wave and is moving down. They have 4 members down here. It'll be an easy first turret for them.
Yep, that pressure lead in the mid lane just netting a lot of roam potential here for X-Ray Go. Because that's the second time him and WO3 have just gone to that bot lane and done a little bit of a combo to get that Yasuo ulti kill. And it looks like it's gonna net on first tower and the Earth Dragon here.
Overall, good plays coming out. Daydream's looking for the Dream Steal, but WL Disgrace is caught out. The Shockwave will save him a little bit of a time. The Sejuani ult is coming out, but Orianna is out of mana. Not a good call to have Sejuani try to go in there at all. Root will be coming up very soon. There it is onto them. This will be a double kill coming out. Forces the flash on the Sejuani just to avoid the Root. Not very worth just to avoid an assist coming out from Jin.
And there's a little bit of bonus gold there from that mini shutdown. And that's now a 3-0 Kennen in that top lane.
There's that Jin combo with Morgana we were talking about, just chain CC'd. Gragas is here top lane. This is going to be another kill going over to the Kennen side, it looks like. But Gragas ulti just in the wrong way. Freshburger doing his best to run away, but the Q will take him down. Sniper Chicken is now on a rampage. Ignite is down onto the Lucian, and Morgana moves forward, forced to pop the stopwatch just to avoid the extra damage from that turret there.
Disgrace here coming up to back up his homie and gonna ward off any aggression from the side of Team 7. Which is nice. Gonna help him keep that tower alive. X-ray goggles could potentially die here, but there's no vision, so it's gonna be a safe call. Already has that Phantom Dancer. Huge power spike for Yasuo.
Teleport coming out from Jax, but I'm not sure if he wanted to necessarily complete that. He doesn't have a team at. He can't clear this. He's okay. I'm a little confused. They have vision on him right here. Kenna's going to be going around for the long boy flank. He's going to be running right across that. Orianna's here to save him. Kennen might be the one caught out here now. He has no flash. He's going to get a lot of speed. The flash forward, not the flash, the leap strike forward, does land the shockwave onto Gragas. This actually is turning around to be a good play. The Jax will be able to pick it up. The Kennen ultimately is forced out. They do not get the Braum passive onto it. Flash, Winter's Bite will do it. That's a double kill over for the Jax with a shutdown gold of 675 in Jax's favor.
Yeah, and that really helps close the gap top lane in terms of gold. There's still a hefty gold lead for Sniper Chicken, but just getting all that extra cash and now this extra experience and farm onto this Jax is absolutely huge.
Solo Q Yasuo going in. 2v3. Sejuani ult does miss. He does get the ultimate down onto the Lucian. And everyone's getting taken solo here. Another tornado taken down. Double kill for the Jin. Triple kill for him. They're going to be looking for the Quadra possibly, but
I have to admit that
any forward.
Yeah, X-ray goggles with the really smooth. They're looking like Michael Jackson.
Well, part of that too was Flash Brandon was able to black shield him there, so he didn't get CC'd at all.
And that is going to net him that mid tower alongside those 3 kills, bumping him up to 7.6k gold lead. Not quite as huge as the 10k gold lead we saw last game, but that's still a pretty good lead. I mean, I see a little bit of aggression in the top lane. Sniper Chicken might be caught out, but he does have the Lightning Rush for a bit of move speed, not to mention that Proto Belt, not to mention 4 homies coming his way.
Yeah.
Got the whole Goon Squad coming to top lane, it would seem. Looks like they're going for the Herald instead.
They bring everyone there. If White Lotus decides to contest this, it will be 4 versus 5. And Kennen has ulti, flash, and Proto Belt, as long as stopwatch. Very, very dangerous if decided to do. Jax could be caught out here, but it looks like he's using his knowledge to back the hell away from that.
And Freshburger has itemized into a Hex Drinker and Merc Treads already just to help him deal with Sniper Chicken's cannon, which will certainly help, but delaying that Triforce spike can be a real ouchie.
Yes, it can, and it will be the body slam forward. But Orianna actually cancels the curtain call. Very good there for him. Does chunk a little bit of damage off of everyone, but nothing huge. Redemption will heal them up, and they might look to just re-engage right here. They do still have Yasuo ulti, Kennen ulti, and Morgana. Yasuo goes for it. He lands the Blast Breath onto Braum. He's going to do it, but Sejuani ult will slow any further engage. Oh, but a nice flash forward here comes out. The ultimate is going to tag up everyone. They're going to be looking to wipe this, but Yasuo is alive, and there's a triple kill for him. And that's
is this a Penta?
Quadra kill. This is the Penta kill for Yasuo.
Oh my god, what looks like
popping the fuck off this series.
Yeah, what looks like a beautiful re-engage combo side of White Lotus turns out to be a disaster. It looks so perfect, but then X-Ray Goggles goes into the backline and he basically kills 3 and then just cleans up.
Yeah, I couldn't register everything going on there. And all of a sudden I see triple kill for Yasuo pop up.
Yeah, and now he's got his Infinity Edge too, to that 100% crit.
Yeah, you should be going for that frozen mallet for his 3rd item as well.
Oh lord, yeah, that's gonna be a pain to deal with. Not to mention all this true damage and honestly means he's gonna shred through even Kairos.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Conqueror plus the Infinity Edge and Ignite if that happens to be up is a lot of
Kairos doesn't
damage.
have much armor yet either. He has 2 cloth armors to his name with Merc Dreads and a Giant Spell.
Yeah, thankfully he is gonna be finishing up what I assume is a random. Having a Randuin's is gonna be really nice against a Fine, gonna land onto Daydreams, another route gonna land onto Daydreams. Daydreams just wishing he could go back to doing his job and move.
Interesting Rift Herald, Poppy. Imagine it was just running out of time there. There's a mere mention of a Yasuo forces Kairos to flash away. Jax is backing right now to head back top lane and attempt to deal with this kid. And they do protect the Rift Herald long enough to get at least 1 charge off of it here. They do have the wave to follow it up as well. A root will land down onto... Oh, but a nice Gragas ulti will find 2 for Yasuo to set it up. X-Ray Goggles is taking pretty go. Shockwave in the background, and X-Ray Goggles goes godlike, and it's a double kill for him, but he will get shut down in the end. Sejuani past Permafrost is going to land on a Gragas, but Nixay is full health here. Jordan Disgrace, but a nice body slam for will find both of them. Gragas is taken down, but now it is Jin's turn to pop up. Freshburger goes forward saying, this game's virtually over. I gotta attempt to do something. He's going to try to take down Super Chicken, but it's just not enough as he fights the minions. That's an ace for the side of Team 7. They're going to be looking to close this game out as they have a minion wave in the top lane.
WO3's explosive cast that barely sneaked past the Braum wall from Daydreams then what ultimately led to beautiful two-man knockup into the Yasuo Wrath. Yeah, and gonna net him just a huge amount of economy. Right of towers, not to mention the kills. With this double mountain they have, Baron is right on the table as soon as it spawns.
Yeah, it is very, very possible. Unfortunate they didn't get the inhibitor in the bot lane, as that would give them insane amount of Baron pressure. But nonetheless, they have an insane amount of pressure across the board. Overall, there's no huge level discrepancies, as everyone's actually even in levels except for top lane, where Freshburger is down 2 levels compared to Sniper Chick. Red buff on the Yasuo, he says, I'm the AD carry. Screw you, Jin. Yeah,
to be fair, Nixay already has a red buff, plus Jin is not the best recipient of red buff, since it's an on-hit effect and you kind of want auto fast, but you only got 4 bullets and a fixed attack speed. It doesn't work as well.
Looks like they may be setting up some sort of death bush here. White Lotus has no blue trinkets, so they can't check forward. Sejuani is able to dodge the Morgana binding and get away from that relatively unharmed. Sejuani and not Orin, Braum are going to move forward here, but it is the body slam onto Braum as he gets absolutely one shot by the team.
That's the life of a support on a team that's behind you.
And they're going to try to do it one more time. I think White Lotus has to just engage. There's going to be the Flash Dragon's Cast to set up the Yasuo ultimate here. Jordan Disgrace will flash away, but the Ignite will tick him down, take him out. Gragas is moving forward here. Blade of the Ruin King is popped onto him. Redemption is going to keep him alive for just a little bit longer. I imagine the Stoneplate will be good. But Kennen is here, and he is ultimate. And that is going to be a double kill over for the side of Kennen. As I don't think they look for Baron here. I think they're looking for towers. I figured they'd try to go for the ends.
Inhibs
it looks like they will try to get bottom inhib and mid inhib as well. Just straight up triple inhibitor them. If they do that, then they can pop straight to the Baron as well.
Thing is, death timers are low, so the members of White Lotus will be back up to at least contest it if they can. Oh wait, no, they just killed all the inhibs super quickly, never mind. I thought they still hadn't touched the inhib yet.
No.
My bad. Oh well. Well, 3 inhibs down, 21 minutes in.
It will be a reset for Team 7. I imagine you just go straight to the Baron here, if not try to set up another death push. Because if they have a Baron, there's absolutely no way with the wave clear that White Lotus has that they defend it at all. Jax is just now hitting his Trinity Force Power Spike. Decent timing. He does have a Jarm's Fist in his inventory along with Hexbreaker. I imagine that will be a stance gauge that he tries to build, but I don't think he gets that this game. I think it ends way before that.
The main way that White Lotus gets this is Kairos has to somehow get an insane Baron steal, and then Team 7 just has to somehow not really push.
Yeah, but the Baron's already gone.
Yeah.
It will be the last breath straight there onto Braum. Not even anything exciting, but the Jin root will land as the Sejuani barely, because the Gragas cast does miss. They have nothing to defend it. It will be Kairos going down here. It is now 3 versus 5. White Lotus, can you pull off a miracle with so many super minions in the base? Lucian is so low on mana, and Orianna is up. If they can get the miracle Orianna ult, they might be able to do it, but I don't know if they're going to. As Jax is forced to counter-strike away, it will be a 3-man Ori ultimate. A lot of damage, forces the Kennen ult away. The next able to flash into base and get that last kill. And this will be the series and the game over to the side of Team 7. GG.
Team 7 absolutely dominating both games, really making a statement here at the finals. But congratulations to them for the 2-0. That makes them the official winners of the nameless tournament. Whatever we're calling that.
So, good games coming out from both teams. I don't know. Are we doing any sort of interview afterward? Or
I don't have any of them added.
Okay.
So I can't ask them.
Just got word that there is no interview or anything like that. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, my name is Zayfrey, and I was alongside casting me was Goferino. Team 7 are your official in-house tournament winners. So congratulations to them, and we'll talk to you all later.